doing Shermstick video out here, and him and Jam Master Jay was tight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got put in the game by Jam Master Jay of Run DMC, the legendary Run DMC. So Snoop came to the Shermstick video, and him and Corrupt actually wanted to do a Shermstick remix, but on Death Row at the time, they couldn't work with any other artists outside of Death Row.
Which is understandable.
It would have been a Shermstick remix.
No, it is understandable because that paperwork is serious when you get on the contract.
It would have been a Shermstick. What? For the Take a Ride, my first album was called Take a Ride. Okay. And on that record, the only feature that I would have had was Tupac, and the only remix I would have had would have been Snoop and the Dogg Pound.
Wow.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
A lady told me one time, everybody like our rhythm, but they don't want to deal with our blues.
Exactly. That is dope. That's a dope saying right there.
You know, so real talk. And getting into on the music part, I understand you came in under Jayo Felony.
Yeah.
So this the music man over here, Mister. Get off that phone.
I was looking him up because everything I look at it talk about the Snoop situation. That's you go viral more of that, and I know that that's old news, but that's the thing that I look up people as soon as I like, okay, what is the pivotal moment for this guy? But just explain to me like how you even end up meeting Snoop or any of those guys.
Shout out to Dogg, man. Shout out to Dogg.
Hey, and I gotta ask you about this performance, this crypto.
No doubt.
Yeah, nigga, you got to answer the real questions. Don't come in and
I'm here, man.
So how did you meet him?
I actually met Snoop at the Shermstick video. That's when we first met. We was doing Shermstick video out here, and him and Jam Master Jay was tight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got put in the game by Jam Master Jay of Run DMC, the legendary Run DMC. So Snoop came to the Shermstick video, and him and Corrupt actually wanted to do a Shermstick remix, but on Death Row at the time, they couldn't work with any other artists outside of Death Row.
Which is understandable.
It would have been a Shermstick remix.
No, it is understandable because that paperwork is serious when you get on the contract.
It would have been a Shermstick. For the Take a Ride, my first album was called Take a Ride. Okay. And on that record, the only feature that I would have had was Tupac, and the only remix I would have had would have been Snoop and the Dogg Pound.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's hard.
But Tupac came to New York to get on my project, and that was the day before he got shot the first time. And he was with Jam Master Jay. So Jam Master Jay, rest in peace, and shout out to Hollis Queens. He hooked me up with Tupac. He hooked me up with these three artists: Tupac, Snoop, and Scarface.
Wow.
He the one got me on Scarface album. You know what I mean? So, and he got me on Scarface album when I wasn't even signed to his label anymore. Wow. You know what I mean? But we still was friends. You know what I mean? So I remember going to his concert at the House of Blues on Sunset, and I remember going with him early there, and he's fixing his turntables and putting new needles on his tables and all that for the night. Now, this concert was so amazing with Run DMC on Sunset Boulevard at the House of Blues.
I just took him past there today.
Man,
the reminiscence of Sunset.
Bro, it was so many stars came out for these guys. Wesley Snipes and everybody came out for Run DMC. And Jam Master Jay rocked that night. And the next day, we went to see Scarface, and me, Corrupt, and Daz, we was like kids in the candy store getting on Scarface album. Shout out to Scarface.
Man, that's my guy.
Yeah, we was like kids in the candy store,
Texas
man.
Up,
no. That West Connect is real. No, it's a lot of time when you sit down, man. It's the West and just the South period they connect.
Of course,
we link with the West, man. Early
I love when I went to Texas with Scarface, man. I was out there tripping, man, and I remember him telling me we gonna eat some boudin tonight. We going to the club, some boudin. I'm like, what the fuck is a boudin?
Thought it was a girl.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we was out there. He had this fly car he had. He's skirting out and we doing donuts, man. And I'm with the legendary Scarface, the king of the South, man. And
but I want you to go back to that story where he was telling me about like Jam Master Jay when he was getting stuff ready. Yeah. And basically when you link with these guys, like that's how you and Snoop became like linked together and everything. And so at the end of the day,
he hooked us up. He hooked me up with Snoop. And the night we did the Shermstick video, we actually went to a Death Row party. I think it was at the Roxy.
Roxy.
Yeah. And that's when I seen Left Eye, rest in peace, was with the Death Row camp, and Snoop Dogg and all of us, man. It was crazy. It was off the chain. Now then we ended up that same night after that party at the Roxy. we ended up hooking up with Corrupt, and that's when I met Corrupt for the first time that night. And I remember him having a white pit bull named Looney, and he was drinking 40 ounces, and he was driving me and Jam Master Jay around. You know what I mean? So it was crazy back then,
epic,
man.
I want to go back to Jam Master Jay. Were you dealing with Jam Master Jay at the same time when 50 was, or you were dealing with it before?
I was there before.
Before?
Yeah, I think 50 was on, I think after he was with Jay, I think he went to Columbia, but I think he was with Jay after I left.
Okay, I want to go back to I want to go to that time, because even though you left, you still had love for Jam Master Jay because of all the work and stuff that y'all had done together.
No doubt.
What did you think? Where were you at when you heard he had passed away?
I was in San Diego.
Okay.
I was in San Diego, and you know, when I heard that, I was like, wow. And then when I seen that it was guys that actually slept on his couch, and kind of hit home. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow.
Did you know those guys, or had you ever?
I probably met them because I knew the guy's big brother. You know what I'm saying? So I probably met them, but they used to sleep on this dude's couch, man, and they end up stabbing him in the back. But I'm still cool with his brothers. You know what I'm saying? With his son, and that just was crazy, man, because when I connected with Jay, I went to New York, and we started making records like Zoom Zooms and Wham Whams, Take a Ride, Penitentiary Bound.
What you gonna do?
You know
with
what I mean?
it?
What you gonna do?
Come on with it.
You know what I mean?
I gotta get you to go ahead.
Yeah, but no, What You Gonna Do? I made What You Gonna Do by myself.
Yeah,
that was after I left Jam Master Jay, and Lior took me out of my contract with Jam Master Jay and signed me directly to Def Jam in New York.
Okay.
So I was never on Def Jam West. I was on Def Jam in New York.
Okay.
So like Slick Rick and them, you know what I mean? And it was crazy. Slick Rick gave me a shout out on one of these cassettes when he got out. He was like, Penitentiary Bound, what's up to Jay?
So you did What You Gonna Do after
Jam Master Jay's deal. So What You Gonna Do came out actually on Def Jam.
Okay.
And I had my own situation then. What You Gonna Do came out.
Give me that first verse of What You Gonna Do. Let's go out there. Come on with it. I do that to everybody. Let's go. Give it to me now.
I can give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? When I'm in Texas, I'm bumping screw music with Big Mike and Scarface. We loop. Me and Lil Crook like Bo and Luke Duke. When I'm in Miami, I go to Scoop Luke to see the Peep Show and hit some Duke shoot. Went to Branson back to back Lex Coop up in Harlem World in my Tim boots. Two suckers had beef, so I watched them shoot. Called up Benny Rat, copped the bulletproof. Seen T-Funk, he took us to the fruit. Then we went to the tunnel and wrote down the boot. Man, some more wet. Come on. Sweat. Sling a cassette, the Funk Master Flex, and now I'm bumping on West Coast tape decks. Went from Swatch to the Platinum Rolex SD Jersey. We getting more sex. Go next, man. Go next.
And
Go
baby. And we give it We still.
I told him from the fruits. He like what I said. He like what I said. We took him to the fruits. He gang banging over there right now. We took him to the fruits, man.
We gotta give T-Funk a shout out.
Shout out to T-Funk, man. T-Funk, man, he actually, that's my dog. He produced this new record that I got that's coming out on my new album called Get Your Feet Whooped. And I'm gonna call him when we get out of here because I need a couple more tracks from him.
Man,
he better give him up.
He made Penitentiary Bound. Him and Jam Master Jay. He made Take a Ride. He made Brothers and Sisters that was on the Jason's Lyrics soundtrack. Yeah. He made Zoom Zooms and Wham Whams on the show soundtrack. He made Nobody on Dry Land. You know what I mean? He made some cold music for me. Made Funk to the Head, the record I got. Yeah, that's my bro, T-Funk, man.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.